3, 2, 1. All right, thank you guys for tuning in to the Trap Miss Podcast. This is episode 101 of 1. So here with me today, I have my guy Simbay. You want to say hi, introduce yourself, give any shout outs?
Yo, what's up? It's me. I like to give a shout out to Joe Biden. That's pretty much it. Joe, the whole crew, Kamala. You know what I mean? Everybody in power. You know what I mean? I rock with y'all. You know what I mean? Police, the State Department. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right, bet. And then over here to my right, I got my guy, D1, D only. 90 motherfucking miles in the motherfucking building.
Monica was good, bro.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Ain't shit, bro. Shout out to niggas that's rapping and fucking niggas is not. You know what I'm saying?
In case you didn't know, somebody, this guy right here, he's
Okay.
fucking fire.
Okay.
Fucking fire.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Man,
Okay? Nah, like I'm gonna give you. You gonna get a whole concert?
Oh,
Nah, dead ass. Nah, but yeah, I like to say shout out to everyone listening. Shout out to Open Gym and Earfucks. I recently did some events with them, so shout out to them. Thank y'all for the opportunities. Shout out to y'all for being here with me today.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you.
Y'all,
Thanks.
talking
Shout out to
to
the
both of y'all
merch.
about hip hop. Yeah, shout out to the merch, everything. You know, everybody, when you come on the Monica Sheri show or the Trap Miss show, you know, you get snacks.
amen.
You get
Fucking
gifts.
torch.
You
Amen.
get merch. Things
Amen.
of that nature.
Amen.
So, yeah, I want to start the show off asking, do you identify as a trap misser? And explain to me a trap that you recently missed. I'll go first. I recently learned to shut the fuck up.
Amen.
Okay? Something crazy was going on, and it was a whole lot of talking going on. And I said, Monica, don't say nothing. Be quiet. Just shut up. And I did it.
Skills.
I missed the trap.
Amen.
It could have been a fight. It could have been negativity. But I missed the trap.
I want to piggyback on learning to shut the bleep up. On the way here, I saw on Instagram, according to the British, what is it called? The BBC? I don't know what the second B stand for. Oh, broadcaster, whatever. The whistleblower for Boeing, right? He was found dead today. And so I want to say this as a commercial, as a PSA to everybody out there, shut the bleep up. You know what I mean? You might work at the NSA. You might have some government secrets. You might work in Hollywood. You might have some industry secrets. I'm here to let you know we're not going to march for you. We're not going to quit our jobs for you. We're not going to vote for you. We're not going to donate to your cause. We're not going to protect you. I'm here to say, shut the bleep up. Okay? I'm just saying, if they want you to sell your soul, name a high price. If they coming at you sideways, flip the other side. Yeah. But don't come out and tell us. And if you do come out and tell us, be content that you told us. Because homie's dead. We still going to fly in Boeing planes. We still going. I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying. The activism era is over. So, all you whistleblowers out there, don't get trapped. Don't get trapped. Don't get trapped by the truth. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it for me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't get
100,
trapped.
100. I love it. 90.
Yeah, I think I'm a trap misser. Driving here. This nigga tried to cut me off, and if I wasn't paying attention, I just let that nigga have it. You know what I'm saying? I would have been in a trap somewhere, not motherfucking here. So sometimes you gotta let niggas just, nigga, you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking got it. So
Let them have it.
yeah, I'm
you
a
know
trap
what I'm
misser. That's a bar too.
Yeah,
Come on,
it
bro.
is.
Come
Dead
on.
ass.
When you first asked, I was like, what she mean by that?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, so trap misser generally just means missing every trap, right? So every time the devil try to throw a little trap at you or whatever's going on, whatever it is in life, you know, you miss it. You know what I'm saying? You find a way to get past it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're not stuck in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my whole thing. Because once you get in the trap, it's very hard to get out sometimes. You know? So, yeah.
Fuck with that. Yeah,
Trap
man.
Miss Podcast 101.
Crack little bars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Alright, so I like to start off because y'all know me. I like to talk about rap. I like to talk about rappers, rapping, hip hop. That's
Right.
something that's very near and dear to my heart. So that's what I like to talk about. So I want to start off with, because we still in the year Hip Hop 50. So I want to start off with what Hip Hop 50 means to you. I'll start off with you, 90, because you 90s, 90
Right. Another year that I get to participate in this amazing thing that we call hip hop, and share cultures and make music and meet different people and just get so much different like perspective and shit. You know what I'm saying? In this, and I feel like if I wasn't in music, if I didn't do hip hop, I wouldn't have met a lot of fucking people that like I genuinely could call like friends and people that have like really been super like what was it? I don't know if is it affluent?
Yeah.
Affluent. Okay,
Yeah,
see, I
affluent,
know
yeah.
it's gonna switch this shit up. Affluent in my life, man, and it's just a beautiful thing, and I hope we have another motherfucking 50 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's super cool, and then just to see how like the boom bap era and shit's coming back around again. It's like fashion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like fashion. So yeah.
What about you?
You know, my inability to speak without a cookie in my mouth right now is a testament to hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like to say that, hip hop probably the most important thing. The most important non-family member I have. Just because it's such a connective tissue. Hip hop is set. Hip hop is fashion. It's style. It's movies. It is culture. It's American. Like rap is American culture, like uniquely so. And they're so diverse, and it's become a conduit of change. And you got so many forms of hip hop to the point now where hip hop, the term hip hop or rap is, it's basically like saying the word music. You know what I mean? Because Ariana Grande just dropped some new music. If you mute her vocals, that's a hip hop beat. You know what I mean? If you mute Taylor Swift's vocals on a song like, Karma, that's a hip hop beat. You know what I mean? It's to the point now where if you want to know what the new style of music is, you gotta wait for the line pushers of hip hop to make a new style of music. You know what I mean? And all musicians fall in line. You know what I mean? You look at somebody like Kanye with this Vultures rollout or the Donda rollout. Only hip hop can have a listening session in a stadium. You know what I mean? Or even when I look at somebody like, hip hop and R&B is very intertwined. So you look at like something like the Renaissance tour. You know what I mean? I went there. You know what I mean? Beyonce didn't even have an opening act. You know what I mean? It's an hour, 30 minutes. We waiting for her. But like only hip hop can do that. You know what I mean? Hip hop's so amazing. You know what I mean? It's to the point where now, if you want to be elected president, you gotta go through hip hop. Democrat or Republican, you need hip hop. You know what I mean? It's to the point where I got so many hip hop moments from Can't Ban the Snowman. Like even when you talk about Trap Miss, when you said shut the fuck up or shut the bleep up, the first thing I think of every time I have to make the decision to mind my business or to enter business that's not my business, Young Jeezy pops up in my head. And when he says, when you get jammed up, don't mention my name. So anytime when I hear that, anytime in life I see somebody break that tenet, I know it's going downhill for them. And so hip hop has been a way to get complex messages through to me.
For sure.
I can contextualize many different factions of life within the scope of hip hop. Hip hop is everything.
For sure.
I know people try to downplay it. People try to say, they more than rap. You got this thing online now, especially in the black community, where people are so pressed to let you know what music they're listening to that's not hip hop.
Yeah.
So wild to me because whatever they're listening to has been inspired by hip hop, whether they know it or not. So yeah, man, hip hop turning 50. Hip hop's amazing. You know what I mean? And just the ebb and flows and the evolution, from Cool Herc in the Park to songs like Rapper's Delight to a song like One Dance by Drake. You know, it just evolved so far. I mean, podcast popping because of hip hop.
Yeah.
It's
I met Monica because of hip hop, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, cookies, hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's it, man.
Yeah. Pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings.
Come on.
Y'all know that one?
No.
LL Cool J. The shit is called Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag Getting Crushed by Buildings.
Yeah.
I made pink cookies at Corinto, which is the art gallery that I work at. I made pink cookies for the LL Cool J release, King Card release.
Oh, that's
fee.
fire.
Yeah. So
Come on.
I had pink cookies in a plastic
Come
bag.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
So
Monica.
I mean,
Shout out to LL Cool J.
yeah. Shout out to LL, and you know he looks very cool in person. So just just growing up around my brothers, what was we listening to? Lil Kim, all of them or whatever, Diddy, all of them, that's who was on the television screen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we was watching the videos, you know what I mean? And I can just remember the Kim video, where she came out. What was the joint called? No matter what they say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and she did like the little beat switch up in the middle. So, I mean, little, like, moments like that. That's why you can never say, Kim not a part of hip-hop. Yeah, I prefer other female rappers or this, that, and the third. But in general, like, this is stuff I grew up on, seeing, like, Ashanti, Missy Elliott, Under Construction, all that. Like, that's the era that we grew up in.
Yeah, that's like solidified
like,
shit. Yeah.
I think we're all around the same age here. So, like, that's the era I grew up in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seeing all those people just on television, and just like, oh, I want to rap like that one day. I want to be like this. And, I remember my brother, like, he wrote, like, my first rap for me. Like, that's the only rap I've ever had.
Damn.
Yeah. And the giant, what was it?
Rider, son?
Something. Hold on. Used to represent for a school they call Charles Curl, hotter than the heat that be coming out in the event. I stay out the way and away from Mr. Kent. Not on honor roll. Well, I was on honor roll, but I rolled with honor.
Yeah, okay, that's the first joke.
Nah, my brother had like the lyrics on. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a writer, so he always inspired me. You know what I'm saying? In hip hop. Just listening to Tupac, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really listen to Biggie like that. We listened to other artists from Bad Boy like Mace and everything. We didn't listen to a whole lot of Biggie, if you know what I mean. We wasn't deep in it. But we listened to a lot of Pac.
I never was able, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I just never able to come full circle with Biggie.
Yeah.
I like the songs by him that I like.
Yeah.
But I can't listen to I don't want to listen to I don't know how to say this without but I don't want to listen to 3 Biggie songs in a row.
Oh, that's crazy.
But the way
I'm anti y'all niggas.
Nah, but for some reason I can listen when I listen to Pac. I can go through a lot of Pac in one sitting and be excited for every song before I feel like
10 Crack Commandments.
Yes, you know what it is though. It's
the
like
whole Ready to Die junk, bro.
Sometimes with Biggie, sounds like, and this is the cool about the variety in hip hop. Biggie sounds like a rapper rapping. But Tupac sounds like he's telling me or expressing a real human emotion that's not coming from a rapper.
Biggie.
You gotta push back. Go ahead. Let's go.
No. I'm just like with 10 Crack Commandments. It's very much like, all right, you know what I mean. I can see what you're going for, but with Tupac, he might rap about selling crack, but it comes off a little bit more believable because he's not making it larger.
Are you saying Biggie too flashy?
Nah, not flashy.
That song wasn't about just something like that. He was giving.
Nah, I understand. I'm not saying there's a flashiness. I'm talking about there's like a how like I feel like listening to Tupac would be like how do I put this? Like Tupac just come off a little bit more real. I don't know how to explain this. I think there's a reason why when you go to like places I've been to, like in Africa or South America, like in villages, why they got murals of people like Tupac or 50, but you don't see too many murals of people like Biggie because you don't really need English.
You think so?
Yeah, because you can feel Pac or 50 in a way that I don't know if you could just. I feel like you can like Biggie. You can be
Yeah.
entertained. You can feel like he's the best because of his skill, but there's not like a that emotional tug when you hear Tupac. When you hear like
You see this?
90.
This
Go
him.
ahead. Nah.
It's you right now.
what?
You out of pocket, nigga. You out of fucking pocket, nigga. And look, I respect your perspective, and you know, you came through life and seen shit differently, and certain shit, you know what I'm saying, man, I connect with you the same way, and you know what I'm saying, I get that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say ain't that many Biggie murals. There's certain shit. It's just
America,
like
in America,
certain
for sure.
things and certain shit you say is like I hear you, but you also kind of putting down the nigga in a sense because maybe you haven't heard certain jumps. But we going I'm gonna send you some jumps that talk about life shit. That nigga be talking about wild shit about his family, his mom, what he be going through with his kid. He be talking about wild shit. And it's like, what you mean? Like, I mean, like, I can't force you to feel a nigga. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, it either connects with you or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, like, yeah, Biggie rap, but Tupac rap too. And he could say he's more poetic, but Biggie might be more aggressive, but that nigga still be poetic and shit that he be saying too. I mean, he be saying some wild shit, don't get me wrong. But he's still into what era you talking about? Like, he does that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I can let you, you know what I'm saying, share your perspective, but I can't let you, when we talking about 50 years of hip-hop, put down Biggie like that in that way. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying, like, I don't think they're in the same tier to me. Like, they're not like.
But there's definitely like people that say, "Yo, I prefer Biggie. I prefer Tupac."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess that's like me personally. When it comes to Pac, like I guess I feel like I put Pac with the greats, and I put like you watch the NBA
To some extent.
or like what sport do you watch the most, if any? I'm trying to put like.
Probably like NFL or soccer.
All right, let's use the NFL, right? Like, you know, you got like Tom Brady, like you got like Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, dudes that's gonna be like they all in the Hall of Fame, but some dudes gonna be in a private room, and then you got other dudes they in the Hall of Fame, they better than everybody else that was ever alive, you know what I mean? And they better than all the good dudes that was alive, but they not in that room. And I guess to me mentally, when I think of Biggie. I don't put him in that same room. I might put like.
Yeah, we all got our own different like, you know, Rushmores and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's respectable. You know what I mean? For sure.
What's funny also, like my Josue, the artist I work for, he'll listen Biggie all day for him. Biggie all day. He's a Biggie, Wu-Tang, Nas, all of them. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I think Wu-Tang, Nas, you know, I can listen to that back to back to back. I don't know, with like New York rappers, they're very like intricate, you know, very detailed with how they rap. So sometimes it's harder for me to learn their raps, you know. I mean, nowadays, you know, it's just you know, so it's easier now because they're not using as many like metaphors and things like that. It's just like to the point, to the punchline, you know.
Yeah.
But since we already on that, I was gonna ask y'all what are y'all favorite tracks that you're listening to right now. But before we get into that, why don't we just get into cringy lyrics? Since we was talking about Biggie, already.
You already know. Go for it. Because I got a big.
You look so good. I suck on your daddy dick.
And before, and let me say something. Before anybody,
It's two different goalposts.
Before anybody get online and talk about like, yo, that was a Richard Pryor joke, whoopty wop wop. Let's contextualize things. You know what I mean? Who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? It's like to quote Rakim. You know what I mean? Why waste time on the microphone? You know what I mean? Why say that? Why? You know what I mean? And to me, that's the disconnect I have between Biggie and Pac. You know what I mean? Not to bury the point, but Pac didn't like Pac. He did not to say every rapper don't gotta be urgent. You know what I mean? Because other people I put up there in the same room as Pac, like a Kanye, like a Lil Wayne, like a Drake. They all got funny bars. You know what I mean? But like they ain't never do that, and it's just the level of silliness that it's just like. I just can't. I just
I
can't oblige.
now look. So I'm not justifying or quantifying none of that, right? I will say, I saw. I think it was like it was a documentary or something, or I read something. I can't remember. This nigga, Puff was like, yo, like, you gotta just start saying, like, if you want to separate yourself and you want to make yourself, like, you gotta start saying the wildest shit. And like in retrospect now, like Puff, like the diddler saying that, saying that, man, and then him saying that, like it makes so much sense. But like I was under the impression of apparently he just told niggas started saying wild shit, right? Yeah. But that's just that. As far as the lyrics and go, right, and you say, yeah, he ain't saying no wild shit like that, right? You want to explain the motherfucking tub picture, nigga? Like, what was that?
But
yeah,
like, but
the tub picture is crazy. The tub picture is crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That was mad subject.
What is?
And that's on your Mount Rushmore. This is the nigga in the tub with a fat head on your wall.
What blows me about that though is I feel like ever since that tub pic, like it's whole channels on
tub pic is crazy.
It's whole channels on YouTube trying to prove that like. Pop did this or did that and this, that, and the third, and I'm just like, yo, y'all gotta stop.
But my
question on both parts.
Yeah, I was just saying, your man's suspect too. Your man's.
What's the problem with the tub picture though? Nah, I mean, because innately, because here's what we're comparing it. Yeah. We're comparing that to like the nigga was in the tub. I can't lie, the tub is there. He covered in gold. We don't know what's going on there. But what I can say. One dude did say he would suck a girl's dad's hoo-ha, and then we on cringy lyrics. We on cringy lyrics. If you all turn your attention to the song, "What's Beef?" Okay, this is what Biggie says. Unprovoked, and
they've literally done this.
No. Here we go. He says,
"I got you."
Here we go. Don't they know my nigga Gutter? Fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in they ass, throw them over the bridge. That's how it is. My shit is laid out.
A lot of niggas were saying wild shit about people's kids and shit.
All right, man. I'm just saying.
I'm not cool. I'm just saying. They were saying it was a different world when they were saying this shit, bro.
Kids.
Absolutely protect the fucking kids,
bro. I'm just saying because when we insinuate
this
pockets
nigga had
in the
that
tub,
shit saved.
When we insinuate pockets in the tub, we insinuating what he may or may not do in his own personal time. Mm-hmm. But kids do not get harmed in pop verses. In fact, he dedicates songs to him. You know what I mean? To the you know what I mean? To the struggle. You know what I mean? Where again, I think like to my point about Biggie, I feel like he a rapper rapping raps. So like I feel like Puff can say to him in theory, yo, you gotta say some wild shit. Whereas with Pac, I feel like if you were to motivate him, you would just say, yo, speak from the heart or be real. You know what I mean? And the truth, because it feels like it's coming from such a real place, is captivating enough to where like he don't gotta say zany things because the reality in the picture that he's painting is crazy enough. You know what I mean? Like his mom was a crack fiend. Like you don't really need to get animated to convey that, because we all got, if we're all from the hood, we all got aunts and uncles we seen on crack, and we got cousins who.
I mean, for sure, but you're saying in the sense of like you just don't connect with Biggie the same way you connect with Pac, and there's a whole other side of people and individuals that connect with Biggie more than they connect with Pac. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to say he doesn't have certain shit is something like you may not connect with or you may not understand, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? There's certain shit that the same way you feel captivated by, you know, Tupac's lyrics, you feel captivated by Biggie's lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And you can nitpick and be like, yeah, it's just some wild shit, and it is some wild shit. But if you say, okay, take that away, is this one lyric gonna like overshadow that nigga's entire like work?
One
you know
of the
what I'm saying? So it's just like, for sure, out of pocket, super wild shit. But niggas do connect with Biggie on the same scale of what you saying. They just came from other different, you know what I'm saying, side of shit or whatever, or just, you know what I mean? Because it's just like they both struggled. You know what I'm saying? They was friends. You know what I mean? Like they we acting like there's this like super rivalry shit. Like at the end of the day, they was cool with each other, like real shit. So it's just like obviously them two niggas connected with each other through their own disparities and still made their sides of music and still respected each other's music at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So there's some type of bridge that we got to be able to. You may not fuck with it, but you can understand their perspective at least.
And they was mad young.
Right.
It was mad
Stupid young. Absolutely.
What are y'all listening to right now? Like track wise, like
I'm listening to AR the Mermaid,
track
bro.
that you're listening to right now?
AR the Mermaid,
Oh,
No
did you have a
Motion.
cringy lyric?
It's the Ice Spice, yo. You
Which
think
one?
of this shit?
That's me.
You're not
That's
even a
what
fuck.
I was
That's my shit. I'm
That's what I
sorry.
was
I'm
Listen,
sorry. I'm sorry.
That shit crazy.
See?
You're not even the fuck.
I connect with that.
I be
I
going
connect
hard.
with that. Yeah, I connect with that. Because
Like-
they might be rich, but I'm richer.
But I'm richer.
She might
Be
be.
thick, but I'm thicker.
Come on. That's.
Is this a cringe lyric? Are y'all promoting Ice Spice?
Because, see, and that's what I love about the women in hip hop today.
Fuck.
Because all the women do is affirm themselves on, like, if it's a 2-minute track, she like it's really
Hey,
like.
y'all, I'm
That's
sorry,
some Ice Spice
I'm sorry.
sympathizers, bro.
That's an Ice Spice track that I can listen to.
Yeah, she affirming herself. Like, it's like getting amped up Monday morning, about to drive to work. You slapping your face. Okay, they might be rich, but I'm richer. She might be thick, but I'm thicker. Like,
Yeah,
I
you know
feel
what
that.
I'm
I feel that.
Going off.
I feel-
But
a
nah.
football
I'm
coach-
listening to Biggie.
A football
Okay,
coach
we're
could
gonna
say
talk
that.
about the ladies later, but yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, 90.
But
What
what
track you listening to right now? You can go ahead. First.
Oh yeah, AR the Mermaid, No
Yeah,
Motion.
What you like
bro.
about that track?
Oh, sure they be rapping, bro.
Okay.
Sure they be rapping like shit. Like, and she, it's just, I like her. I like her sound. Like, you know, how people just have like a good voice for like rapping type
Yeah.
shit. Like, she got that voice. She like the way she flow. Like, she got bars like shit. And like the beats be going stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a super hip hop nigga, but don't mean I still don't listen to other shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of niggas don't take the time to like listen to other shit and like the shit that like they might like kind of put down. But like, y'all like some of them artists really be rapping. You know what I'm saying? But they get like caught in that whole like mixing shit.
Yeah.
So I think I found Shorty on a YouTube just related video shit. I was like, who the fuck is this? And I went through her shit and I was like, oh, Shorty hard as shit. And like, I'll put you on, bro. I'll put you on, bro. There's like a lot like I've been on this like either like what the fuck you call it? Like chop and screw shit, or I've been listening to like a lot of fire like women like female like rappers like that be like going crazy like, and I'm trying to find more of them, bro, because this. They out rapping some of these niggas, bro. I find listening to some of their music a lot more enjoyable.
Because
than
I
a lot
feel
of
like
other motherfuckers.
I feel like female rappers are realer.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, they're gonna talk themselves up.
Mhm.
They're going to like, if you playing enough of their songs, they're gonna facilitate a good time and good vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But when you ask like what we've been listening to, you mean like raps, period,
No,
or just
like
all music?
just a song that's been on like repeat in your, you know what I'm saying, the car, in the crib, whatever.
So for me, I've been playing this song 22 Hours by this dude called B4U.
Yeah.
And I've been listening to a lot of like UK drill,
Yeah.
Heady One, pretty much just like I've been either trying to listen to like maybe like alternative R&B, alternative pop, or just like really fire UK drill, just because again it's a little bit more believable than the American stuff that's coming out.
Like super oversaturated, so like definitely like hearing shit outside
because
of this is like super refreshing.
And this is the toxic part about being a hip hop fan. But like, if a UK rapper say he got beef, you know what I mean, he going to jail. You know what I mean? They're gonna stab up the op. The op gonna die. Like like a great UK rapper might give you a good 3 albums before he crash out. I mean, a US rapper, you know what I mean? They might talk about the ops or insinuate about the ops, but they might do that for 10 years. You know what I mean? And then at some point, it's like, dog, you could have made a song about love or something. By this point, all this time you spent. So I don't know. Maybe that's a toxic part about being a hip hop fan, but I've been on that. And a lot of the classics, man. The Isley, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Absolutely.
Just like,
Yeah, for me, I listen to a very wide range of things. So I got the Joey Badass Snakes joint from the 1999 album. I don't know if y'all know that. The sample is like fire, and just like I listen to it to help like keep myself grounded. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't like to look at it as like I like to look at people individually, not necessarily as a group. I don't want it to be like a negative thing. So I don't like to think everybody is snakes. But when you cleaning it out, like that's a song that's my go-to. The Sunday Service by Lotto, because I just felt like she was talking her shit on that, because it's just With me, I'm about content, so I like my music to be about something. You know what I'm saying? I like you to be saying something that like matters to me. You know, and I felt like she was really talking her talk on that. And then I don't know. Do y'all listen to Bia?
Bia.
Yeah. You listen to Bia at all?
That's a joint with the bodega joint.
Yeah, the bodega joint.
Yeah.
So she came out with an album called Really Her, and the album is like super fire. So, you know, I listen to that on a regular because I feel like she's talking and she's saying mantras, you know what I mean? Like big business, you know, when she say Bia, I say Monica or Sharia, you know what I'm saying? Broke bitches been on get beat up when I see them, don't touch your, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not, and it's not just talking about people getting beat up or anything like that. It's just one of my songs that I like by her. She got the Million strength that she got with Nene Leakes on it. Like, it's just, it's inspiring, you know what I mean? And I've seen her, like, come from the ground up. I've seen her hustling and, you know, doing things to try to get to the top. So, you know, just listening to that album, it's just, it helps keep me grounded. I enjoy that album very much. She got this one joint where she be like, stand for nothing, fall for anything, have some discipline. Jesus walks with me like Kanye, I'm so Christian. And the joint just be going off, you know what I mean? Like, it's mantras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rock with it.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, that's just something that I listen to on a regular. I was gonna say rap albums you're thankful for, because we on Hip Hop 50 right now, so that's why we talking so much about hip hop, just so y'all know, if y'all listening out there. Rap albums that you're thankful for. So you could just give me like one, so we can keep it kind of light, you know.
Busta Rhymes, When Disaster Strikes.
Busta Rhymes, When Disaster.
Talk about fucking developing like hip hop, like within like fucking young impressionable kid, nigga. How was it? The charisma, the ball. Like, it was just beautiful. I was like, that'll always be on my shit, like playing at some point. You know what I'm saying? It's never coming out the rotation. Real shit.
I'm gonna have to say, for me, it's Pac, All Eyes on Me. Cause like, there's so many different messages in that one album. He got the I'd rather be an N-I-G-G.
So we could just...
you know what I'm saying? But then he got the joint about you wonder why they call you bitch.
Come
you
on.
know what I'm saying? Give you like a message. You know what I'm saying?
On.
And then, excuse me, sorry, my voice going out. Anyway.
Come on, that's Pac right there.
Yeah.
That's
Shit.
Pac right
Like,
there.
what the fuck?
Come on.
I didn't know this shit was about to fall. Damn, what the fuck was
He
going
did that for
on?
you.
Hey,
Hey, notice the Pac fans are straight.
Anyway,
But
like
that's
I was
for
saying.
you.
So then he got a love song like Heaven Ain't Hard to Find on that joint. Then he got the I Ain't Mad at You. It's just so many, like 90. It's no dig. I'm just saying, like, this is something I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just like,
I ain't a Biggie unfortunately.
You just giving it real. You just gotta be real sometimes in the seat. You know what I mean?
But in general, that album, it's certain songs that I skip. Like, I skip the scandalous songs because I don't like when men talk about women in such a misogynistic manner in some ways, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's certain songs that on that album I can't listen to over and over again, but overall it's something I'm thankful for because you need stuff where it's cringy.
Yeah.
You need the Biggie lyrics where it's cringy. You need the Jay-Z lyrics where it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Where he's just saying whatever, you know? Like, or they like, oh, he's talking about you guys. He doesn't respect, you know, like, okay, well, we need that. You know what I mean? Where would we be without it?
Right.
But yeah.
You know, it's a hard question because depending on what mood I'm in, I might be listening to a certain strand of hip hop. You know, I might be on some old school New York hip hop, Southern hip hop, West Coast. But when I think of like the hip hop album I'm most thankful for, I guess I gotta think of like, to me, like personally, what do I find to be like the best rap album of all time in my mind? And to me, that would be the Carter One. You know, it's that point where Lil Wayne's on the precipice of his evolution, but he's not there yet. So it's not fully polished Wayne, but it's certainly a different Wayne from the Hot Boys era. So it's like it's almost like y'all watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you remember
R.I.P. the homie too.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the homie. Yeah. It like so Carter One Wayne to me is like when Goku, he had mastered the Kaioken, but it was pre-Super Saiyan. Goku. So when he needed to up that level, you know what I mean? He had that red. He couldn't go Super Saiyan yet, but like he could, you know what I mean, get a spirit bomb thrown at you. He could summon. He could blow up a planet. He can summon up some things before he hit that level that just opened up the gates to more evolution. And like when I just like when I hear songs like Birdman, JR, there was like that time period, you know, Uptown in DC. I felt like when I walked outside, that was like the first album that sounded like outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like when he would say things like, on the Capitol, where the key to survive is kill. If the elements don't murder you, the riders will for real. And niggas know I go hard to the fullest, get involved, and I got him playing dodgeball. And he, and then you know the wordplay, the A and the I, I had your face cooked.
Yeah.
It's just like it was just like, but it was all gritty.
Yeah.
And it was very ghetto. You know what I mean? And that's also one thing I like about hip hop. You know, it's a celebration of, you know, man, being ghetto, man. Cause you know sometimes when I fill out the census, man, I wish they gave me an option. You know what I mean? Cause they got black, they got white, but you know sometimes I feel like, man, I should click other and just, you know, choose nigga, because that's the album.
I mean, that's what they want to put on there.
Yeah, no, but that's what I identify as.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? When everyone's talking about being African American, I tell them I'm a nigga. You know what I mean? And for all intents and purposes,
I just say Black American.
Nah, I feel like I'm above that. You know, I feel like
What? Damn.
I feel like I'm a nigga, man. I'm sorry. I feel like, you know, I like Hennessy. I like pop. You know, I eat rap snacks. You know, I put oxtail on everything. I'm a nigga, man. 100%. Sure.
Somebody explain to us why he a nigga.
This nigga just took all the nigga contradictions.
Let's get into this. So, I want to rate some lyrics. I want to rate some bars. So,
okay.
Did anyone bring any bars with them today?
Nah, go ahead. You started off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. You know, come on.
Now, whose bars are these?
Yeah. It could be anybody's bar.
Oh, are these like?
Oh yeah, you should do it because I don't want to judge.
Are we
like?
All right. So you want spit bars and we're gonna rate the bars.
Yeah, like spit a bar from your favorite artist or from yourself. Cause Simbay is an artist as well, and he make like groovy ass music.
You know, man. If let me see. You know, the thing is when the verses that connect with me the most might not, like, other people might not hear them and connect with them the most, especially because like my favorite type of hip hop of all time is like 90s to early 2000s West Coast or Southern hip hop. And a lot of people, when they think of lyrics, the first thing they think of is like that New York hip hop stuff. So I got a bar. I got some bars from a song. Unless you wanted to go first.
No, you can go first.
All right. Let me see.
I just want to do like one song, one like 4-bar, whatever.
Okay.
4 bars.
All right. So would I just spit it or should I read it?
You could just read it.
Okay, I'll read it. So this is from the song "Wanna Be a Baller." This is my favorite verse of any rap song of all time. It just really get me. All right. I got to get better, man. I got to move on. Switch from Motorola to a Prime Code phone. Broke into Chrome, now you know the dope pigeon. Used to count my spoke, now these hoes count my inches. Had to get older, man it got colder. I done got grown, got a chip on my shoulder. Licks in Kuwait, got links in Pakistan. Boys don't understand virtual reality caravan. Double doors, marble floors, naked hoes around me. Every time I'm coming out, niggas, they want to sign me. Got the Lil Will Diamond Grillers blaze in the bins. And you can't forget Den Den. Booby Diamond Rubies. I'm watching on the movie. Drop the top, it's cotton, and you know I'm in a jacuzzi. Bourbon and I'm swerving. Man is getting hot. My last name Lemon. Drive my tight off the lot. David Taylor. Sound a lot different when he rapping it, the emotions. But when see the cool thing about hip hop, when someone's spitting, sometimes it's beyond the words, and like the emotion is increasing, and then it crescendos at a point. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's the amazing thing about rap is that like the performer is also a part of like an instrument.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where and that's like with all the greats. Like I know I said stuff about Biggie, but Biggie a great. Pac, they all got this skill where like somebody else could spit the bar, but man, the way they captured it in the booth that day, it just really get their point across. You know, like birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Like,
yeah, you don't connect with that.
I tried to say that to make it.
I don't hear that shit now.
now I gotta watch my back when we leave. Dang.
I was fucking with you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. If you gotta choose between me or the next bitch, you better choose her. Bitches be fighting over the same dick, but won't argue about who's first. I'll be the racks up off of that lick, cause I should be having me 2 birds. I cut my friend off, she was a burden. I had to tell her the truth hurts. That's just the principle, baby. I'm taking bitches to class. I'm starting to feel like the principal, baby. Oh, shit. Sorry. I wouldn't give you a pass. That shit be looking so pitiful lately. Bitches be down to their last trying to buy a new ass. I could never do that. Talk about going outside. What you think about that? You think that shit whack? You think it's corny? You think
thought it was
good?
hard.
You think it's hard? What?
I thought it was hard.
It was cool.
It was cool.
Cool little
You
swing.
heard harder.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Huh?
Who was that?
Oh, that's Bia. Yeah.
Little swervy jump. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was hard. Shout out Bia.
But then, you know. Oh, I got you. Go ahead, 90.
Keep going. You good?
Nah, you're good. Go ahead. We waiting on you.
This nigga, so growing up, son, this nigga Cassidy, bro, that was like my nigga, bro. Cause it's like, a nigga rap, but he had an ability to say, like, the most simplest shit and make it sound so crazy. Like, he taught me, like, delivery is, like, everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go from the top, it don't matter. I don't think I'm no... Cause I used to listen to this nigga, like, for years, bro. I don't think there's nobody better than me in this whole world. I'm so thorough. I'm the hottest in this cold world. Oh, shit. I'm so sick, I gotta go, Earl. I be on some whole shit. Ask my old girl. If this was your world, there wouldn't be no girls, because you only like men. All right, then. Go, girl. Get trifling, pussy like an hermaphrodite. I'm straight like 6 o'clock, and I surpassed the mic. This nigga, that's just some funny like little shit I wanted to bring up. But like some real shit, like some real shit be like some fucking lines then like battle rap shit like fucking Goods and motherfucking Loaded Lux and Arsenal and all them niggas, bro. Them niggas, that used to be my shit. Like, them cypher junk, I ain't about to rap all that shit again. But, because, you know, we only do one. But that shit, like, I probably play that shit to this day. And that shit's, like, over, like, 10 years old, I think. Yeah. This shit is, but, like, this is certain shit you always go back to and connect with. It's like, yo, can't nobody tell me this shit ain't hard type shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say shit. But, yeah, that Cassie junk, it's like listening to it in the moment as a kid, I thought that nigga was like God. And I like grew up and I was like, oh, this nigga's still hard, but like, that bar was alright. You know what I'm saying? It shit was alright. But it proved that like, sometimes you don't have to say the craziest shit. Yeah. It's the way you just present and you put your shit together. Like, it shit'll hit like it's a crazy ass bar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think the cool thing is too, is like, you ever go back and listen to like the same like old like song and shit, and then you end up catching the bar you didn't even get. And it's like, damn, nigga, I've been listening to this shit for fucking years, nigga. And that shit just over my head. But yeah. That little Cassie job, I probably get that joint cool little 6 too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What y'all think about this one? I didn't have to die so that they could call me the great one. Didn't take a couple albums. People said it from day one. From wings to hot sauce to tuna tartar. Driven in RRs. From hiding from robbery victims in the back of cop cars. Tatted from my neck to my abdomen. Almost getting shot was averaging. Once every 2 weeks. Bless what I had to been. These painful words. Hearing these lies. Putting my name in the dirt. Aiming I burst. Pistol practice until my fingers hurt.
I like that. I like that. I like the way they jumping from topic when they still connecting and jump. I get that a cool like it's a cool like 8.
Oh, 8.
I like that.
I'm about with that 8.
8, yeah.
Do that. That's you.
Nah. That's Nas. All right. What we gonna talk about? All right, so I wanted to talk about y'all familiar with everything going on with Universal Music Group, laying off a bunch of artists, not artists, but people that work for them. Y'all familiar with the topic at all?
Austerity measures, I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, niggas is losing jobs out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's tough. We at the point in time where, niggas got billions, but this is the first time in history where you starting to see the limits of the wealthy. Like, niggas be wealthy, but you realizing, like, it don't got the power to move that much. Or, like they don't got the power to save, their companies from needing to do certain things or vice versa. Starting to see billionaires do weird things. You know what I mean? Like, so, no, I'm not surprised because all that signals is that niggas is hurting for money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? These corporations, they hurting for money. And, yeah, they might have money, but they're not trying to dole it out no more like that. And so, I don't know. I see a bigger thing at play. Like, they're laying off workers at Universal, but then also I think the way they're also signaling to us that they've crunched the numbers and the way that people will be entertained moving forward ain't gonna be like the same. Like, they're not gonna roll out a new artist, put out a song, put them out on tour. It's not gonna happen like that. Like, TV not about to happen like that. Like, you see, like, the lady, she puts out 50 TikToks. It's a TikTok thing. Now she signs a deal with CAA and they about to develop a show. You know what I mean? Like, and that make you wonder, like, all right, was that story even true? Or is that just like after the writer strike and the actor strike? Is this the new version of network television? Where, like, if an episode of Kings and Queens or Everybody Loves Raymond on an average weeknight will get 600,000 viewers for one episode a week, and a TikTok that a studio can pay a few writers, you pay one actor, the camera is the phone, you make it look real, and that's getting 600,000 views for a fraction of the cost. That might be the new television. You know what I mean? Now, between TikToks, you scrolling between stories, it's a Coca-Cola commercial, it's a Tide commercial. You know what I mean? So I think that's the same thing with Universal. They're probably figuring out, we don't need 15 junior A&Rs. We don't need a super duper marketing team. We can have 3 data scientists, 2 data analysts, a machine learning engineer, 1 A&R, and we can make way more money and expand our reach. You know what I mean? So I think it's like just like more so a reshuffling of, like, and it's just you just gotta look at how they're gonna present media to us, because it's really all about what is the easiest way for us to ingest commercials. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Now you're seeing commercials between Instagram stories. If I keep scrolling between the stories,
Yeah, the ads are fucking
so
annoying.
it's really like, because TV and music, it's all about one thing: ad revenue. It's really what it's all about.
Piggyback on that. Well, did you have any commentary about it, 90?
I mean, I just pretty much think they getting hit the same way everybody else is, and we realize, nigga, we don't need humans. Just do things through AI and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody's safe, and and niggas get comfortable with utilizing the AI and thinking, okay, well, we're gonna make it do this, and it's gonna do that, and it's gonna be able to do this and do that. Okay, well then, nigga, we don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making it so advanced and shit, which is cool, which, like, we need as a progression as, like, humans and all that shit too. But, like, it's so much so to where now you're outsourcing the work to the AI itself that you created, that the human fucking created. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, I just feel like it's a wave that's gonna hit a lot of people. And to be honest, like, they said like 50. How much they lay off? How much they say? How many people they laid off?
Shit, what's it around 300? Or was it more?
Let me double check, but keep going. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, but no, it's just I just see that's how it is. I mean, and like you said, at the end of the day, it's how do we make more money and have to utilize less fucking work. You know, so I feel like there's certain spaces in the industry of just having a job in general that, like, people may feel like, okay, well, at least I know they need me, and then, like, come that time when that developing and that shit goes to that company and they want to utilize that shit, you're gonna see. Yeah, they don't see you. You replaceable. You know, and it's sad. So,
So
hopefully they find some other jobs and shit.
They laid off hundreds of employees, and they said it would result in $271 million in annual savings. Listen, man, niggas love saving money, man. Let me tell you. And here's the thing. I feel what my man is saying, but, you know, I don't really look at it like, oh, man, AI taking jobs. I look at it like this happened throughout human history. When they invented the wheel, niggas who had jobs pre-wheel, that job gone. When they invent the horse buggy, when they invented riding horses, I don't know whose job it was to get me from A to B pre-horse, but that nigga job gone by the horse. And then niggas had jobs tended to that horse that pulled my buggy. Then they invented cars. The nigga who fed my horse, he lost a job. The horse better start racing because it's out of a job.
I see the analogy you're trying to make, but at least with horses, like, niggas still using horses to this day.
For entertainment, though, now.
Nah, bro, you have to get out of this world and think about people that don't even live like this, that are out in the country, that just have horses, that the niggas still niggas in fucking horse buggies. There's still niggas taking care of horses. Like, just, like, I'm just saying, like, in that, I get what you're saying, but, like, at least in the horses, niggas are still using horses like shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, they ain't taking no fucking nigga that cares for horses. Y'all ain't no fucking robot fucking... You know what I'm saying? Cleaning a fucking horse and doing all other shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a very, like, utilized, like, thing. Like, but I feel like because we're here, it seems less like a need. You know what I'm saying? It seems more like a niche. But it's still a very worldwide thing. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I feel like
you take a restaurant, for instance.
Yeah.
If you have a chef, you have, the cooks, sous chefs, all that other shit, right? There's places now and there's artists now that are buying restaurants that are only used and are only operated by fucking robots. So how does that eventually happen? That's us just taking the work out, taking out the human beings, making the technology to make all the shit. Like, there's even a spot at it's Capital Burger out DC. I would try to get a job over there, just like, making money and shit. Fucking a nigga tell me, I go, yeah, who's the chef and what ingredients y'all use and all this shit. He laughed. He go, what chef? He go, man, there's just a big machine in there. We just hit a button. And that's all it is. So you tell me you can't afford to have a nigga just flip burgers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just outsourcing shit that you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're choosing to do that. To do what? Save money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but companies act like people. You know what I mean? And so, it'd be disingenuous for me to feel sorry for the burger flipper, knowing that a machine could do it, because if you bring it down to your life, you know what I mean? Did you drive here or you took a bus here?
I drove here.
Okay, you drove here. You know what I mean?
I took a horse.
Nah. Nah, but real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Go.
You didn't take a horse.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like,
you got horsepower.
Exactly. You didn't. So, like, eventually, like, if I told you.
Actually, I just understood what you said now, because there's horsepower in the engine, so, like, in a sense. Like,
yeah, because
because
I'm switching this one horse that I got to pay a nigga to drive, and I got to take care of this horse for something that got the horsepower of 10 horses, no buggy driver, no feeding a horse, no tending to a horse. And I also, like, when you say niggas still is using horses, I feel like anytime a nigga got to start a sentence by saying niggas still, ... not a lot of niggas is doing that no more. Not a profitable amount of niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's only into what you see and what you think. But, like, there's a whole other side of the world that does not fucking do all this technology shit. It's still rural as shit.
What part of the world is using horses
over
cars?
The fucking Midwest. They got fucking cops on horses.
They
nigga.
cannot afford horses in the Midwest. As for daily use, to like a nigga in the Midwest, a nigga in Kansas, who you see casually on a horse, got paper. Because he feeding the horse. The horse is somewhere away from where he sleep. Like, if he sleep in the main house, he got a farm, he got a barn.
Yeah, you just can't. You gotta have bread to have any type of fucking animal.
So yeah, but then that's a luxury item. Cause niggas in the Midwest who's paycheck to paycheck, them niggas got cars. Like, that nigga's in a Honda. Like a
But
nigga.
that Honda could have been passed down, and that horse could have been passed down. All that, like, I'm saying, bro, like, when I understand what you're saying, like, that, when you go out here, of course, you got race horses, you got different types of horses for different types of things. So, of course, horses are gonna, you can't just get animals for free. And wild animals are just gonna be cool with you unless, you know what I'm saying, you put in that time in that whatever, the energy. But there's different levels into which, like, you're speaking of, and I feel like the natural way and just the more just simplified way of living shit and living life, bro. I feel like there's already shit out there already instilled. There's already horses, already animals, already shit being passed. You talk about generational wealth. It's gonna be generational animals, generational farms, chickens, geese, all types of shit being used. You know what I'm saying? So I could say it's a luxury item because you're selling the eggs to the motherfucking the city, right? Like there's different things, and I feel like it can go in a lot of different ways. But we're here. But we don't see that there's life outside of this that depend on fucking horses, that depend on and do a lot of shit that's back in the day old that we wouldn't think about doing. They're still doing to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you, but I also feel like I don't know enough. I'm not out there enough to not know to say ain't nobody else like doing anything with horses. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else just casually has horses. I don't fucking know that. But I know that just because we hear doesn't mean that just takes away from what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? Are you out there in Kansas? Are you out there on these goddamn farms and the Shenandoah and fucking tall grasses and shit? See what? They out there. And they still being used. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just life that exists that we may not be fucking normalized with, but it's still there. What is it?
I don't know.
The horses is going crazy. Shit.
This is
The
mad
four
shit.
horsemen.
There's just so much
Beyonce.
weird shit. It's crazy, bro.
Shout out Beyonce.
Giddy up.
Shout out Beyonce.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Right. So, yeah, look, we still got horses to this day. Megan Thee Stallion, bro.
Shout out Meg, man.
Giddy up. All right, sorry.
Nah, I'm with it. I'm just, But yeah, I just think,
But not. Like,
Alright.
here, owning a horse and shit, definitely bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like they're owning a horse for, like, the glamorization of it. Not, like, to truly, like, care for the horse. And, like, it's like to, like, take a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense. So I feel like the use for the horse is more just showy than, like, oh, I'm actually going to take care of this horse, and this horse feeds off of this, and this horse produces this for me and my family, and we, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I definitely feel like, yeah, like, you got to have bread to have a horse out here for sure. Definitely see that. Agree with you.
Well, shout out to all the horses. Like I said.
And the mares. That's a baby horse, right?
Yeah.
The mare. Yeah.
Do y'all feel like, so going from that, I feel like the layoff, basically, what was it? So I think it was early, about 5 months ago or so. Was it Juicy J and Walla who was going back and forth about hip hop sales being down like 40% or something like that? Just in general with mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like with that transfers to layoffs in the eventual long run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So my whole thing is, they're saying hip hop's dying off, or it's not as popular right now. We know that we can always bring it back at some point, but the state of hip hop and mainstream is dying at some point, right? Are we correct, or is it still going on and we just
no?
Because
you said no.
You have Kanye making comments like, oh well, streaming is actually pirating, so. I'm going to sell my Vultures 2 album on my website for $20, and you should go buy it from there, and I'm not going to put my music out on the platform, because me, myself, I have a website, right? Yeah. So I'm like, at what point should I be like, okay, like, let me put my music out on my website and distribute it that way, and not pay DistroKid or anything like that just to host my music. You know what I'm saying? But at what point does it get to the point that we feel like, oh, hip-hop mainstream is dying off, and, what do we do? How do we come back from this streaming era? Is there a comeback from it? Because people don't generally support. I think as far as, like, pure sales, like, a lot of artists don't do pure sales. Maybe, like, the top like the top of the top. Like Drake does a lot of pure sales, Nicki does a lot of pure. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that. But everybody else, it's like if they ain't on the street, like hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like how Nipsey was selling his albums. Yo, I want $100 or $1,000 for this album. You know what I'm saying? Selling them like that. How are we actually doing sales? How are we actually making money? Because the streams don't make money. They make like what 0.00021 cents per stream.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. So how do we get back to pushing hip hop back to mainstream and reviving it? Because at this point it is dying. Once they start, Universal Music Group said, we're gonna take all our artists off TikTok, and now all these layoffs. Like where do we go from here?
I feel like, I mean, we're complaining about being connected and tethered through a big ass fucking system to put our shit through, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, some niggas are gonna make all the money they want to make from it because they're offering all that shit on there, and we're also putting our music on there, right? Mm-hmm. So what sucks is how much hip hop is throughout the entire world, and how many people love that shit, right? Mm-hmm. So the downside of the streaming, you know what I'm saying, shit, if not participating in it, is people from all around the world go to either Apple, they go to Spotify, or whatever the fuck. And if your shit's not there, it's harder for you to get it out to them. How they gonna know about your shit, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like, you gotta start doing, like, physical copy shit, and just, like, I like touring and shit. And it sounds crazy, right? Like, but you have to physically go to these places, though, too. Because at the split second, they could shut down Spotify, shut down Apple, shut down Instagram, shut down all that shit. What are you gonna do? Unless you have your own website, like you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the only way to fucking not be a part of the system and to make your own shit is to literally not be a part of the system. Like, and it's hard. It's hard because because even if you tell your friend, yo, listen to my new song. Okay, you got it on Apple? Nah. It's on Spotify? Nah. But where's it at? To my web? Something, that's too many steps for people.
But they can download files.
Some niggas don't even want to. Yeah, for sure. But some people don't even want to do that.
People
are lazy, man.
You gonna lose people by how many moves does my thumb need to make to get to your product? Right. Is it one click? Right. Then I'm at your product. I'm more likely to vibe. Is it one click, a search, and another click? Right. Now. Right. Every click of my thumb lessens the audience reach of your product, of your art, of your whatever. But then, when I hear that about hip hop sales, naturally, I take a step back and I ask myself, well, what hip